Hi, it's Pete Moore and welcome to PCM Guns. As you probably know, Viking Arms have got the Remington ammunition dealer strip and distribution in the UK. And obviously they're keen to populate the scene with Remington ammunition, and they sent me some to look at. I've just picked a couple at random out of the box they sent me. I have Remington AccuTip-V in 243 Winchester, which is a 75 grain bullet, and the new Core-Lokt tipped in 270 Win, which is one of my favourite stonky calibres. I'm using my my blazer here because it's a switch barrel. Barrel's 22 inches, so that's pretty much standard for us, a hunting rifle, generally speaking. So this one's the 270. I've also got my 243 barrel, so once I've done one, I'll swap over. That's the beauty of having a switch barrel rifle. Okay, a little bit of info. The AccuTip-V has been around forever, and it has a polymer tip, sleek profile, flat base, quite a thin jacket. It's more of a varminty type load, and they say match grade accuracy. They're talking here a velocity of 3,375 feet per second, which is pretty impressive. Whether that works in a 22 inch gun, which is a real-time barrel, we'll see. Core-Lokt is a classic old school bullet where the core is physically locked to the jacket. Jacket's a little bit thicker, it's got a green polymer tip, and again they say match grade accuracy. Velocity is quoted at 3080. In this, usually something that's quoted just over 3 usually shoots just under 3,000, 2970 has been my experience with certain loads. But it's all made, apparently it's all made new from the new factory, and again, I'm very keen to see how it does it, because I shoot a 270, so if it works well I might just get some. One thing I would say is don't try and zero and check accuracy on a hot day, because it's a killer, because the guns take so long to cool down, but you just manage to squeak in with it. Okay, the ammunition is well made and presented. Weights of bullet are within the spec, within a grain or thereabouts, which is pretty common for ammunition across the board, no matter who manufactures it. Right, let's start with 270 Win with the Core-Lokt tipped 130 grain, which is pretty much the standard weight for 270. High was 2949, low was 2924, average was 2935 with a standard deviation of 12.6, which is pretty good. Group was 0.824. Again, that's well sub MOA, call it just over 3/4. They can shoot better, but it depends what rifle it is, so I would happily take this load hunting because I know it's got some guts. Energy wise, it's producing 2,506 foot-pounds, a little bit down from what would be quoted, but still plenty of grunt there. Velocity wise, Remington quote 3,080 feet per second, and it came in at 2,935, so probably just a little bit over 100 feet per second difference, which is acceptable for a shorter barrel. It's very rare you find a load that shoots as it's quoted, because they always use longer barrels at factory to make it look better. Recoil was good in the plaza, no complaints at all about it. Feed and function was fine. Remington 243 Win, and that's the Premier AccuTip-V. Slightly more of a varminty round. The jacket's a little bit sort of slimmer, and it's more of a blow-up type round. I wouldn't use it on deer personally, but it would make a great fox killer. Right, so high is 3242, low is 3210, average is 3230. Again, with a good standard deviation, and this is 12.4 feet per second, which is impressive. Again, you look at the quote, it's 3,375 feet per second from the factory, and it was averaging 3,230, so do the math, and that's, what's that, that's 17, so that's 145 feet per second difference. Not too surprising. Certainly with the 243, they are very barrel length conscious caliber. They do run out of steam a little bit quickly. I mean, they're a good killing cartridge, but it's just the way it is. Energy was 1705 foot-pounds, which again I'm not surprised at. because the speed will drop off quite quickly as well. It's just the thing about 243, energy does drop, but again, I've shot my 19-inch Steyr Scout with 100 grain loads in it, and it shoots big fallow without a real problem at decent distances. Group was 1.090, so call that dead on the MOA. Not as good as a 270, but it's an inch, and again, I would happily take that hunting. Okay, so overall, 2 reasonable loads. I've got a 308 and a 6.5 Creedmoor to go, as well as some 223, which again I think is pretty AccuTip. So when I've got the guns, I'll be doing the velocity testing and actually on that. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, tell your friends. Don't forget to like and support my channel. And if you need to speak to me as ever, it's pmoore.shootingsports@gmail.com. And I'll see you again soon. And as always, shoot straight, be safe.